Ladies and gentlemen, we have just witnessed the game between Fulham versus Chelsea. What I tag as the battle of the losers, the battle of two ex Real Madrid managers who were fired by Hansi Flick last season and sent packing to the Premier League, of which they've come to show the kind of stuff they are playing in the Premier League and to compete in the Premier League. They are two ex-Real Madrid players, at the same time two ex-Liverpool players. Well, Liverpool legends, I would say, and also Real Madrid legends. The two of them, they met today, and it was a brilliant game of football. Even though Chelsea, they've taken over from Manchester United last season by after all the big boys are played, as the boys who have qualified for the Champions League and have a business in Europe to do with Europe this season, then the leftovers is what we watch on Monday Night Football. The big boys are played, but the world champions have found themselves, not having any business to do with European football for this season. So that's why they are playing the Monday Night Football. It was a brilliant game of football between both sides. Very, very open game of football, and we are beginning to see the kind of ideas and the philosophy of Xabi Alonso for this Chelsea team. Yes, I will talk about Chelsea more because Chelsea are actually the big boys and one of the title contenders for the league. And first thing first, Chelsea, you guys need to get a new goalkeeper. If you think you will win the league with Roberto Sanchez, you guys are in for it. Because what kind of lackluster performance is that, man? The guy was so shitty in front of goal. And, I expected him to save the first goal of Fulham, It was so easy, man. Even the second goal too is even questionable. Even though the ball actually bounced in front of him before Gonzalo Garcia actually popped in him for the second goal of Fulham. Well, I will still blame him because as a goalkeeper, you're expected to, parry the ball away to safety. But it was a beautiful game of football. Fulham were the much more dominant side. They really played energetically and they played really well because it's their home ground and they wanted to have a beautiful game in front of the fans, and they fought all through. The only thing there was that they don't know how to combat their chances, and the standout performer today was no other person than Cole Palmer. Yes, Cole Palmer. Now the guy was really, really brilliant and sensational. One goal, one assist from Cole Palmer, and also Joao Pedro. These two guys, they were not selected for the World Cup, and they are trying as much as possible to make a statement to their national team coaches that if say you want to carry me go World Cup, would have turned up. Joao Pedro for Brazil would have been sensational. Cole Palmer for England as well would have been sensational. And two of them had one goal and one assist today, and it was just a brilliant game. Also, big shout out to Morgan Rogers making his debut and scoring a goal today. Also, Gonzalo Garcia from Real Madrid also, made his debut today for Fulham and also scored a beautiful goal. Kevin Bassey too, our Niger boys, they really did well. Alex Iwobi too, they had a fantastic game today. But at the end of the day, the person who won the game was Chelsea Football Club. Even though they had less of possession, they were still the dominant side in terms of counter-attacking football. They had about 18 shots on target and they scored 3 goals. 18 shots total and scored 3 goals, which was really, really brilliant from Chelsea. In terms of the title challenge, I do not see Chelsea and any of the big 6 teams, challenging Arsenal for this title. Based on the first game we've witnessed for the week for the quarter race of the EPL this season, I still see Arsenal as favourite to win the EPL title. But as the season goes on and on, we tend to see the implementation of all these coaches' ideas, and we'll know who are the big boys, who are the kind of people that can actually win the EPL this season. But in the end of the day, it was a brilliant game from both sides. Congratulations to Chelsea for getting their first victory of the season and their first 3 points of the EPL season. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. God bless you.